Undisputed, where two fictional characters go head-to-head armed with only their advocates, and you decide the outcome. Everything is disputed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Good to see you again, Devon. It's been a bit.
Yeah. It's been. We had a little spell where we saw each other every single freaking day almost.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
Then I hadn't seen you probably since the last episode, like face to face. I was like, man, I hope he's not mad at me.
It's been busy.
Man, I'm not gonna tell you business, but yeah, you've been busy.
Yeah. Getting ready to move. Got our pod out there. Started loading it up today. Got our house offer in, which was accepted. We put our earnest money down. We're moving at the middle of next month. So basically like a month from now, we'll be heading to Portland. So looking forward to it.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy?
Alrighty. Hello, nerds. I am Damon, father of two, husband of one, aka the diplomat of Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mausa. You may know me from such podcasts as Damon Does, A Different World Pod, 10 Phony Punches, and The Stack, the Library Podcast. And
yeah.
And my partner, who is in control of the ones and twos and the threes and the fours, I don't even know what any of that means, but he's pressing buttons. My guy, tell him what your name is.
Thank you, Damon, and welcome, adjudicators. I'm Dean, producer of the Boondocks podcast, host of How Are You Now on Podskier podcast, and the guardian of the Podskier podcast network. I grew up in an orphanage, and I'm a former OSI agent with a license to kill. I will be your second moderator for this evening. Man, I'm really looking for this. I think I told you before, I hadn't really, aside from the movie, I hadn't seen Black Dynamite, the TV show. I loved the movie, and the movie was fantastic. A lot of characters, a lot of the voice actors who are in the Boondocks, also in this. So it's great. So I love it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But last episode,
man,
Dexter versus Hannibal. So this was the most votes we've had so far for an episode, 35 votes total. That being said, the results were fairly lopsided. Not as much as Spike and Cassidy, but very close. Dexter got 17%, Hannibal 83%. So Acadia did an amazing job advocating for Hannibal. Without a doubt, deserves all the accolades for the work that he put into it. He was a great advocate for Hannibal. That being said, Caldoni did also a fantastic job, even though the numbers don't show it, but he did an amazing job as well. So congrats to Acadia for the win, and thank you both Caldoni as well for coming on the show. It was great. It was a fantastic show, and I hope to have you back for future episodes as well. So, Damon, thoughts?
I think I mentioned this last time. That was probably the best debated show we've had, because when we first started talking about this, my vision for it was kind of like almost debate battle rap type of feel to it. And what I mean by that is, in battle raps, they not only do they show off their clever wordplay about how great they are, but they also insult the other person while doing it. And with this,
smack talk. Yeah.
Right. And with this, we keep it all, this is all amongst the characters, because this is all good fun.
Right.
And both guys knew each other's characters so well. They had done their research so well that and they were obviously prepared.
Mm-hmm.
They were lobbing insults at the opposite character. I was like, man, it was exactly what I had envisioned for it, because to me it makes the most entertaining, and it makes it the most fun, which is what this is all about for me.
I completely agree. Yeah, it was a great episode, and I think we're going to keep going up. I think it's great. By the way, got me a new Disputed Podcast t-shirt. I'm all backwards. So the one I had before was just the big D on the chest, because Big D. I wanted to get the breast pocket one. I mean, there's no pocket there, but just little understated, but kind of still cool looking. So I made a new one just for that purpose. Ordered it and got it yesterday, day before yesterday. So yeah, if you want to come check out our merch, disputedpod.com/merch, and you can get t-shirts and wallets and bags and all kinds of nifty junk that has our name on it. If
Christmas
you want,
time is coming.
it is, because everybody in the family is going to want a Disputed Podcast tapestry. So, Damon, what do you say we introduce our advocates here?
Let's do it.
Shall we? So I'm going to go ahead and bring them in. All right. So we got MC and Sean. So I'm going to go ahead and kick things off, shall I, for our first advocate here. Our first advocate for today, like me, hails from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, where he sucks down bubblegum and guava juice like they are going out of style. I don't know if bubblegum and guava juice are the name of his girlfriends or not, but we don't judge here. Call him E, call him Ev, call him Evan, and if you don't, either way, that's fine. We will give it up for ya boy, MC Amazing. All right. E, how you doing, man?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good, yo. Thank you very much for that amazing intro. I appreciate that so very much.
We are all about pumping up our guys, whoever's coming into dispute. We got you covered. So, Evan, which is a great name. It's my son's name. Tell us who you're advocating for today, why you're advocating for them, and what you bring to the table for your advocacy.
Okay, so first off, this is a man who needs no introduction, right? We're talking about Black Dynamite, all right? Black Dynamite. Why am I advocating for him? He's Black Dynamite. I mean, what more do you need to say other than like you're advocating for Black Dynamite? I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. And let's see, what do I bring to the table? I mean, it should be fairly obvious, but I'll break it down. I bring the energy, I bring the hype. I mean, I've seen the movie, I've seen the whole show. I loved it, I loved it for what it was. It was really cool. And yeah, man. I mean, what else do I need, man? Like, that's pretty much, I am armed to the teeth. I'm ready to advocate for my man, Black Dynamite. Not that he needs to be defended, but, he's like stepping aside for me to do it for him on this one very night here on November 11th. So I appreciate him, taking his staycation. And for those of you who watch the show, you know about his staycation, taking his staycation and letting me, handle this for him tonight.
Right on. Love it. Oh man, that was it's great to have you here. So tell us real quick about yourself, what you do as far as your content creation.
Well, let's see. I'm a streamer by trade. I stream pretty regularly. I play fighting games. I like playing fighting games a lot. I make fighting game content. If you've ever watched TVFGC on YouTube, you've probably seen me a bunch on there on the Input Output podcast, on the TVFGC News, a couple of skits with my boy Rexon Max and my other buddy Mr. Game and Lift. Shout out to the TVFGC crew. I also commentate fighting game tournaments. Come on.
Right on.
You got to have me on the mic, man. You got to have me there, baby. Like, you got to have the MC, baby.
Right on. All right. So, well, it's great to have you here, and at the end we'll get all your plugs and everything, and we'll get those in our show notes so everybody will know where to go find you. All right. So, Demond, are you ready?
Of course I am.
All right. Let's get at it.
Our next advocate for the evening, originally from Wisconsin, currently lives in Arizona. When he's not getting Seinfelded in front of a crowd like Kevin Smith, he's attending weddings of Canadian ex-girlfriends. Some refer to as whacking, others as smoke host. We'll just call him by his name. Please put your hands together and welcome Todd Odell. Sean, how you doing tonight, my man?
I'm pretty wired, which is surprising because I didn't get much sleep last night, but I am ready to represent Brock Samson.
I am wired too because I just had a bunch of coffee. So who are you advocating for this evening and why?
I am advocating the Murder Machine, the avatar of vengeance, who has not only died once, but I'm pretty sure he died twice in the show and just came back to life out of sheer hatred. Brock Samson, former OSI agent and member of the Venture Brothers family.
The Swedish Murder Machine. Oh, I'm excited. So, what kind of content do you create, my good man?
I am a producer for well, we're still trying to find out a better name for it. We're calling it a variety show, but it turns out we don't do enough variety for variety show. So I guess it'd be a anthology tabletop RPG show, Dungeons and Pop, where we produce a bunch of different campaigns because a lot of the people involved we're all have juggling doing podcasting with a life, so we end up rotating different campaigns, doing different one shots. We recently opened up a lot of stuff where we have so many guests, and all our guests are considered full members of the cast. So we have like 20 cast members at this point.
Wow.
Y'all rolling deep.
Yeah.
So you guys do tabletop RPGs like, did you say Dungeons and Pot?
No, pop, like soda pop. Or pop culture. Because
we don't. Hey, we're in Washington over here. We don't care. It's legal.
I was just gonna be jealous.
Sounds like those go pretty well together, actually.
That's right.
Right? Not that I would know such things because they might be listening.
That's here in Seattle. That's the that's what I get. That's how I go to sleep. So I don't drink. I take a couple of edibles and yeah. But I do love me some Dungeons and Dragons. I don't get to play as often as I'd like, and hopefully once we get moved, we're gonna have a nice big gaming table. I'm looking forward to that,
bro. That sounds like so much fun. And by the way, for all the disputed fans out there, if you have us mentioning marijuana on your bingo card, go ahead and stamp that. We're usually good for one of those a show.
Yeah, that's our next Boondocks episode is Mr. Medicinal. So we're great.
Other than MJ.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. The MJ and Tiara just kind of went off the whole thing. I mean, there was so much weed, cannabis information in that episode. Everybody's gonna love it. So that'll be out on Monday, unless you're on our Patreon, and you'll get the extended episode. So anyway, yeah, we love us some Boondocks. So that's so anyway. Damon, would you like to introduce the episode, and then I will do the rules?
It would be my pleasure.
All right.
This episode brings disputes between two of the baddest ass motherfuckers to ever be animated. Who are these two heavy hitters, you ask? Only two of the most fierce, brutal, and unstoppable dudes to ever take a bad guy down. Brock Samson versus Black Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah. But I sell drugs in the community. That's such a oh man, I love both these shows so much, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, so here is how the dispute will go. So each of you will have opening statement. 5 minutes is allotted for that. To which, right after, you will have a rebuttal. So, advocate one being Ev, you will be our advocate one. So you will start off with the 5-minute opening statement. Sean, you will come in with a rebuttal to that. Then you will go in. Sean, you will go into your 5-minute opening statement. E, you'll get your rebuttal after that. Damon and I will ask questions of each of you. You'll get 2 minutes to respond. There may or may not be questions from the audience, which we'll put up there and assign to you. But then at the end, each of you will get a 2-minute closing statement. If you don't use all of your time, you will get to bank that time for if you need more time for something else. And Damon and I, as being the moderators, have the wherewithal to extend time another 30 seconds as needed. Any questions before we get started? Oh, and I have a button that will set the time, and you'll hear a sound at the end telling you you've hit your 5 minutes or 2 minutes, and then we'll go from there. All right.
All right.
All right. So, Damon, you got anything before we get going here?
I think you covered everything.
All right. So, E, you will be first with your opening statement for Black Dynamite.
Friends, countrymen, let me ask you a question. What do President Nixon, Honky Kong, Alien Michael Jackson all have in common? What do they all have in common? They have all had their asses handed to them by Black Dynamite. That's right, man. All of them have had their asses kicked by Black Dynamite. This is a man who not only, but let's be honest, yo, he's not only somebody who kicks so much tremendous ass like all over the place. He is in the community. Not only does he run a orphanage, for those of you who don't know, that is a combination between a whorehouse and an orphanage where they take in whores and orphans, because what they say is, what do they say? A hoe mama is better than no mama. Okay. So what we also have here is a man who, have you seen his swimming technique? Have you seen his swimming technique? He doesn't swim like all the way. He doesn't do the breaststroke. He doesn't do the dog paddle, man. What does he do? What does he do? He thrusts. He thrusts through the water, man. He is literally making love to the ocean. I tell you, man. I mean, what can you say that hasn't already been said about Black Dynamite? And the hair, that afro, that perfectly shaped afro, bro, cut clean, all sides, man, perfectly rounded. Not only that, but he has an awesome cadre of people. Honeybee, cream corn. All right, man. Well, cream corn, you know, but bullhorn. The team, man. The team. I mean, come on, man. He's beating up Bill Cosby. This guy is all over the place, but but the important thing is he never forgets his community, man. And that's the important thing. He keeps that steady balance between, like, he's like the hustlers and the pimps and the hoes. Like, he's keeping them in balance with the rest of the community, the civilians, the orphans, the social workers, man. He's all up in there, constantly bringing balance to the Black community. Now, can you dig it? I'd like to end off with this. He's the baddest MFer you ever did see, fighting all the time for us to be free. Whew. Completely teaching orphans about wrong from right. He's our man, the great Black Dynamite. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So that was great. So you're gonna be banking 2.5 minutes if you need it. So I'll stop that there. And Sean, if you're ready, your rebuttal, please.
Black Dynamite is out there and he's trying to keep balance in the community, but does he really manage to keep balance in his own thoughts? I mean, let's face it, he takes care of the orphans, but he tries his best. He tries to not remind them of their parent, like in certain cases, he's tried to not remind them of their parents being dead. But when they finally find, but he's a man of extremes. I mean, once he finds out they're okay with it, what did he do? He buys them presents, reminding them of their parents, how their parents are gone. He's a loose cannon, and I mean, he does his part, but he needs to learn to have balance in his life, or otherwise I feel like the balance he holds is just precocious, and it's just, it worries me. I mean, yeah.
All right, is that it?
Well, I think that's it.
Okay, that's all right. Hey, so you're going to be banking about a minute there. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. And if you're ready, go ahead and start on your opening statement for Brock Samson.
Brock Samson he's a force of nature. Let's all admit it. How many people can be exposed to space and come out of it and just have to hawk up? We don't even know what he hawked up, but he definitely didn't need it, and maybe the human body doesn't need it, and we don't realize it. For someone who claims to be only dealing with a job, he does what he can to help those that he considers family. He teaches and he will do whatever it takes to defend them, whether it's pushing them away. And he's a man that just, he's taken so much damage, and the minimum surgery he's been shown to have is having a robot head taken out of his chest. This man is just pure determination and adrenaline, and he has a gentle side too, despite being this man of power and mystery. I mean, if you're a dying henchman in his arms, and he doesn't feel right just killing you out right there. He doesn't think you're gonna die, but if you request a song from him, he's gonna sing to you, because he is a man of passion, both in bed, out of bed, on the job, off the job. He does everything with power. I mean, he's forward momentum. He's an inspirational figure in that he just keeps moving forward. He finds out his life is a lie, keeps moving forward. Finds out his life is a lie again. In fact, the thing that made him the warrior he is today, he keeps on moving forward. Gets wrapped up in a lasso of truth, and basically tells the hot Amazon that's holding him that he admits his passion. He admits he wants to sleep with them. And this is a man who has taken a tank shot to the chest. We still do not see him have surgery. He walked that off. That's not something you can easily do. And he knows the world he's in, so he's not so easily taken in by he knows if something's going to go down. He knows how to avoid it, how to make sure the kids under his protection don't go through it, and he makes sure that the Venture brothers that are under his care, he makes sure they don't follow the same mistakes he does. He's a man of passion, power, and has been buried alive, and literally came out of it. We don't know how. My guess is he's some kind of divinely powered individual, which has been proven in other scenarios where it does not take. You have to take so much to take him down, and he will kill you in the process of going down. Poor the junior henchman who died in his hands as he was knocked out because his grip was so strong.
Yep. I remember that one. Oh, yeah. Is that it? Is that all you got?
Yeah, I think that's what I got.
All right. So, yeah, good opening statement. So, E, you ready for your rebuttal?
Yes, sir, I am.
Let's get after it.
Okay, so first off, let's take a look at this guy's hair, man. It's awful, absolutely terrible. Like, let's start off with that, man. It's awful. Second off, man, let's be honest. In a situation where like you're fighting hordes of enemies, what's one of the things you don't want to do? It's get hit. And Brock Samson takes a lot of hits, man. But the best way to avoid damage is to not be there when the attack lands, man. And you know who does that really well? Black Dynamite. Just saying. Also, let's be 100% honest here, guys. Taking care of 2 kids and an old man. Come on. Like, is that supposed to be difficult? Is that supposed to be hard? Like, he's sitting there, he's babysitting these 2 kids, like that aren't necessarily the sharpest tools in the shed, if you know what I mean. And even, let's be honest, Rusty, man, constantly putting himself into danger. Why are you even working for this guy? It's kind of weird, man. But that's considering he's working when he can even remember to keep his license to kill. That's right. He at one point his license to kill expired. You know who that would never happen to? Black Dynamite. Just saying. Like, he would never have let something like that happen to him. He would never let the man keep him from doing his job. I'm telling you that right now. The man would never be able to keep Black Dynamite from doing what he does best. Now, can you dig it?
I knew that you could. All right, good rebuttal. Demand. There's some heavy stuff going on there. You have a question for Sean about Brock?
Oh, for Sean. Okay.
I'm sorry. I got it backwards. I will be asking Sean. You'll be asking E. So I take that back. Go.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, the first question I have is, how do you think how would Black Dynamite one? How would Black Dynamite deal? How do you think Black Diamond would deal with the Venture Brothers if he was hired as a mercenary to protect them?
All right. So first off, number one, if Dean or his brother said anything stupid, right, he would automatically be, now shut up. When grown folks is talking about protecting your ass, like, he would automatically start with that. Like they would get no input whatsoever on how he protected him. Okay. Of course, he bringing it. He might maybe if he's feeling a little frisky, bringing his posse. Maybe probably not cream corn, but maybe bullhorn and honeybee. To help out a little bit. Especially if he has to go do something. Rusty runs off on like some random thing. He gets seduced again by a Dr. Girlfriend or something like that. He has to go. You know what I mean? Like. I think Black Dynamite will be able to handle, and even if he was by himself, I mean, have you seen the way this guy he fought that whole puppet crew by himself? Like he fought, remember when he fought all those Michael Jackson aliens? Do you remember that? That was insane.
What planet are they from?
Huh? What planet are they from? Oh man, what planet are they from?
Mama say, Mama sa,
Mama sa. Yeah, Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Like you have seen with your own eyes the kind of devastation and damage Black Dynamite does, and that's the thing, right? Black Dynamite does not take damage. Like he takes even if he does take damage, it doesn't affect him, right? He's sitting there getting electrocuted by Bill Cosby. You think if the Venture Bros were hiding somewhere and he was getting tortured, he would never crack, man. Never ever crack, yo. Not to anybody. That's the way, man. He would never let the man keep him down or admit where his friends are ever. Not even once, man. Like maybe if like something crazy happened, like maybe they threatened like the orphanage or something like that. But even then, I think he'd be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm getting paid for this job, so sorry."
Yeah, I am curious. I do have one quick question regarding that. How do you think Black Dynamite would handle Molotov cocktease?
Wow. How would he handle Molotov cocktease? I mean,
because we know he likes to make love to the ladies, but yes, Molotov cocktease is a whole different animal.
Yeah, Molotov cocktease is a whole different animal. You know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest. Have you guys ever? You guys have seen Blazing Saddles before?
Oh yeah. Madeline Kahn. Yep.
Yep. I think you know where I'm going with this. Like she would come in with an agenda and she'd leave in love. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then she'd be like professing her love to him. He'd be like, "You're gonna wake up the other bitches." Like, can't wake up the other bitches.
Oh man, Sean, Black Dynamite has really been known to work with other professionals for the most part. If Brock was hooked up with Honeybee and Cream Corn and everybody and Black Dynamite's crew, because they are not professionals in the way that OSI people are, or even to be honest, the Monarchs guys. But how do you think Black Dynamite would fit? I mean, Brock would fit into Black Dynamite's crew.
I think he would fit in well because let's be honest. He has worked with plenty of people who are not professionals or are running from the life of being a professional. He's worked with the $1 Million Man, Sasquatch, Gary. Rusty's never been professional.
True.
He went with them to train the monkey how to fight.
That's true. Brock has been known to do some very odd things. I don't know if Black Dynamite would be Black Dynamite has a code for sure. Brock has his professional code, but he will definitely break that from time to time. Do you think Brock could follow that same code that Black Dynamite follows?
I think so because I think Brock has just seen so much that he adapts. I think that's the key skill he has more than that. Why he survives so much is he adapts to the situation. He finds a way to make the situation. I mean, think about it. When the Monarch was holding Dean and
Hank.
or no, it wasn't Hank. It wasn't Hank because this was episode where Hank was getting his testicles reversed.
Oh, okay, yep.
He looked around the situation. You had all the unprofessional henchmen in the thing just sitting around not knowing what to do. So he gave him a little attack on the colony to make to. I think he adapts to the situation as it, and because like I said, even though he was doing it, like make things better, make Monarch feel better, he was quick to hide it from Dr. Venture. So I think people don't give him enough credit for how much we see him at first being this bulldozer, but he's not a bulldozer. He is a skilled surgeon. It just happens to be he has to take out a lot of tumors.
That's true. I mean, I think probably my favorite Brock moment is when they've kidnapped Dr. Venture to go to the guild for the Monarch, and Samson knows this, and he's like but they've sent so many henchmen over there from the guild, and he's killed them all, and they're just like stacked up. And they say, can we hurry up and get Dr. Venture back before they keep killing our people? So I mean, yeah, he's very, yeah. I see Brock as a very focused killer. I mean, that's what he is. Black Dynamite will kill people. For the most part, he will just beat the shit out of them. Brock seems to be mostly, I'm going in to kill a motherfucker. I mean, I don't know how y'all view that. E, what do you think about that?
About Brock being like a mindless killing machine?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. How are people supposed to learn the error of their ways if they're dead, man? You can't reform a criminal who's like lying in a pool of his own blood. You got to give him a chance. I mean, let's say what happened with even with like Honky Kong, right? Like he didn't kill Honky Kong. He beat the shit out of Honky Kong. Yeah, he scared off Honky Kong, but they stopped Honky Kong, and Honky Kong eventually found somebody else to basically tanned Bo Derek, I mean, like Michael Jackson came down, like he was torn between his alien and his human side. Black Dynamite gives him the speech. He's like, listen, man, you gotta change your ways. And he's like, I changed my ways. You're right, Black Dynamite. It's like, I mean, this man knows how to sway people. He is not just a fighter. He is an orator, my friends. Like he has the gift of gab. All right. I mean, how else would you be able to get all those whores in that orphanage? You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
Let's be 100% honest. I mean, like before he got sick with the flu, you can guarantee that he was probably one of the most like anticipated people to go on that Players Ball train ride, next to Crenshaw Pete and Chaka Getty up. So yeah, man.
I mean, Brock has given people that choice though. The $1 Million Man, Sasquatch, Gary on multiple occasions. In fact, Gary first fought him when he didn't know how to fight, and he's just trying to use the stupid lightsaber that didn't even work.
I think probably one of my favorite moments with Brock is where he's been killing everybody, and he's like, "Hey, anybody need to pee?" He just stops the fight, and they're like, "Are you serious? Yeah, you guy up there got a beat on me with no bullets left." Click, click. Yeah, I knew. Because I knew I found out how to count when I was 5. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they both have their ways of talking to people, and where they don't have to necessarily kill them or even beat the shit out of them. So yeah, I can see that. I mean, personally. And I think I said this before the show started. I think if these two fought, it would just be they would end up just knocking each other out. I mean, it's like that scene in Rocky 2 with Apollo and Rocky, and that punch where it just freeze frames, and that's how I see it ending. That because they're both such immovable forces. Devon, what do you have thoughts on that?
Oh man, yeah, I can't. They're both so focused because I was thinking maybe,
Nope.
I was gonna try to work in a chocolate in somewhere, but I honestly think with them being two forces of nature, it would be it would be like oh gosh, it'd be like one of those team ups in the comics where they first meet each other and they have the obligatory fight because there's the obligatory misunderstanding. I think it would, if these two came across each other, that's probably what would happen. And their villains are usually so
inept,
so unprepared for who they are messing with that they would probably try to get the jump on them and get waxed. So it would probably be end up a team up versus
yeah, I was gonna say, could you imagine these two teaming up? Fuck, nobody would.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is resolved. We have world peace now.
Lots of flipping asses. Lots of flipping
Oh man.
Just watch. Black Dynamite is a special guest star on the Venture Brother.
Yeah, right.
That would be so awesome.
I mean, I honestly, I hope to see him when the new season of when Boondocks reboots. That would be. I could see that happening. I could see Aaron. What's up?
That's happening. I didn't hear
Yeah. They're it's going to be on HBO Max. They've already started production on it. Aaron Magruder's back with it. So yeah, I know there was a break because of COVID, but I haven't heard much news lately. But last I saw, Regina King was on Jamila Hill middle of last year talking about it. So it seems like she's back to play Riley and Huey. So fingers crossed, because I fucking love Regina King.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing.
She is so. I mean, yeah, she's just incredible.
So talented.
Oh, I mean, just from going from where she went to where she is now, I mean, wow, what a journey. So,
Wow,
yeah.
That's gonna be a great biopic someday.
Oh God, yeah. Hopefully, I'm still around to watch it. So, because she's gonna keep doing amazing things, I'm sure. So, so Sean, let's let's go do your closing statement, and then we'll have you go do yours. All right. So Sean, there we go.
All right. Like as I've said before, Brock is a force. As we've said before, he's a force of nature, and I honestly think I agree that it would be a draw, but Brock keeps on moving forward, and I think even if it comes to a draw, I feel like Brock would be the one to just kind of like shrug it off at the end. Why? Because he has had so much stuff blown up in his face. His life has turned out to be a lie on multiple occasions. Everything he thought he knew was wrong, and he ended up helping the people that he would have been against. But he keeps on moving forward, and I think he would have that small edge in that it would just be kind of like they knock each other out, and Brock would wake up, nudge him with his foot, and offer a handout. And so he would win on the technicality of being the first one to wake up, because let's see, Brock is amazing recovery time, and yeah, I think that's
all right.
Wait, I don't know. I actually have more, because the other thing too is that Brock, he's dealt with people with swords. I think it'd be a very impressive fight too, because I mean, Brock does not believe in gloves, right? Mm-hmm. So he's the kind of person that I feel like this would be a knife versus sword kind of deal, or it'd be hand. It'd be amazing, but I just feel that Brock has the recovery time to be the first one back up.
All right. That it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, E, if you're ready for your closing statement, let's go.
I am ready for my closing statement. Yeah. So first off, I don't really think it would be like a result where they would both knock each other out, because I feel like Black Dynamite is extremely hard to hit. All right. So you'd be hard pressed to like land a punch on him. He's got super fast reflexes. I mean, he's got like 360 court vision like LeBron James. Okay. Like he's all over it, man. And even if in the slight chance that he was able to get a hit on him, well, let's say they both knocked each other out, man, I'm pretty sure Black Dynamite would rise like a big black phoenix right after an attack like that. I'm telling you, man, like Black Dynamite doesn't stay down for long. Why? Because he doesn't let the man keep him down. Let me tell you right now. And I'm just going to be 100% with you, man. We need to get Brock Samson out of here. And like Black Dynamite's daddy said, the light just turned motherfucking green.
All right. Great closing statement. All right. Demand.
Yeah.
Would you have some recappage for us, or you have? Actually, no. Let me do this first, because I almost forgot. Like I keep forgetting. So that's the dispute, folks. So now it's time to settle things. We've had the arguments. Now it's time for you to go sort it out. Go out to disputedpod.com/Dynamite v Samson. Place your vote. The voting will be open until our next episode. So now, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, go ahead and vote, and we'll announce the winner, just like we did on this one for the last one for this one. So on the next episode, we'll give you our winner then. So Demand, you have some recappage that you would like to cover?
Man, this is basically this is a battle of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. We're talking about two guys who basically burn trash and kick and smash ass. We're talking about
in every way possible.
Absolutely. A skilled surgeon versus a brother with the code, and a man who helped create history versus a guy who makes people history. If this was again another fantastic episode, I get so tickled. I get tickled, excited, and I'm probably going to be accused of being just overly dramatic. I'm animated. I'm animated like both these characters. Once again, you guys brought your A game. I appreciate you. I know the advocates the adjudicators. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
The adjudicators are. I appreciate you. This was yet another good one, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was great, guys. In fact, so let's real quick. E, if you want to give us your plugs and whatnot, we would and I'll also send them to me later so I can get them in the show notes. So everybody, but yeah, go ahead and plug all your stuff. Tell people where to find you.
Hey, no problem. Hey, everybody, it's me, your boy, MCE Mason, coming at you from the Disputed Podcast. And I just want to say thank y'all very much for checking it out. You know, you can find me at MC_Emazing on Twitter. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/EMAZINGXP. That's Emazing XP, the Emazing experience. You know how it goes. So in addition to that, you can find me on YouTube, same name, different space, man, MCE-Mazing. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm all over the place. My DMs are open. Feel free to hit me up, but definitely come check me out on Twitch. We are doing a giveaway for a Nintendo Switch Lite at 200 subs. And then in addition to that, after that, we're going to be giving away 50 Humble Bundle codes to 50 other lucky winners after that's over. So go check it out. Twitch.tv/EMazingXP. Tell your mother, brother, sister, father, cousin, whomever about what's going down at the Emazing experience. Thank you very much.
Right on. Right on. Sean.
Hi. Thank you for having me. And I enjoyed discussing this. This is technically my second live stream, actually, because the first one I was in, I accidentally killed for an hour.
All right.
I brought a costume, and what happened was I didn't know that one of the people put the modem on a light switch.
Oops.
Ooh, well.
So tell folks where they can find you.
I can be found on Twitter at Dungeons Pop, or Two Toasted is my personal account. We, as I mentioned before, we're an anthology-based show, which you guys are all you guys are welcome. Or if anyone wants to come on a podcast, doesn't have the time to actually be a long-time player, join our Discord, and you can sign up for any of the games. We have people on there who aren't even podcasters who's joined and having a lot of fun.
Right on.
Sounds like a plan.
Our major campaign right now is Adventures of Attitude, which is literally a Power Rangers D&D campaign.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we use the Henshin class from the 90s supplement Lasers and Liches.
Nice. Very
Hit
nice.
me all in the nerdy feelies, man.
The funny thing is, I'm also joining another cast for another D&D podcast called Sewers and Shrunkins. Can you guess what franchise it's based off of?
Oh man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
It took me half a second. I'm like, wait a minute. That sounds like Turtles.
Yeah.
Shredder.
We're working on releasing the miniseries where I kind of like test run to see how I ran with the group, and then once the season 2 comes out, I will be joining as a mystery character that I can't reveal yet because.
Oh, cool.
Right on. That sounds awesome.
That sounds really cool, man.
That's dope, man.
Well,
I love it.
Yeah. So, I know this has your name on it, Damon, but I'm going to take it from you. So, just because I want to throw something out there. So,
hold on, real quick.
Yeah. Go.
Let me do the first part, and you can have
sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Our next episode is going to be 3 weeks from today because in 2 weeks it's Thanksgiving here in the U.S. and that week is crazy. And Dean is a punk ass and won't have a dispute between sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie. So we're pushing it back one more week.
It's pumpkin pie. That's that. There's no dispute. So it's already settled. It's already settled.
That hand grenade in there.
I always take me some pumpkin and then pecan, and
we're gonna have to meet in the middle with pumpkin. That's fire right there.
Yeah. So anyway, also next we do not have yet a dispute set up for the next episode. So we've got 6 out there right now out on disputedpod.com/next episode that you can vote for all of them if you like all of them, or vote for 1 or 2, however you minute. So, and whichever one gets the highest one, that'll be our next episode. So disputedpod.com/next episode, and put in whatever you want to put in for that. And then voting closes on that on November 24th. And then we're gonna get some advocates lined up for that. Currently, let me see. Right now, Ripley versus Sarah Connor is the topmost one. So if you're,
yeah,
oh boy.
So I'm hoping to get some good advocates for that one as well. Everybody we've had so far has been amazing. Also, if you want to check us out, disputed.com/links, and you'll find all our stuff, including our merch, our Discord, you're going to be on our website, disputedpod.com, our Twitter, everything is all out there. So go check it out. All right. So anything else, Demond?
I do not have anything else.
Thank
you very much.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. And, hopefully we'll have you back on for maybe another dispute that you might be interested in. So anyway, yeah. So, hang out for a bit while we finish this up, and then we'll come right back. So
I'm Damon.
I'm Dean. And remember, everything is disputed. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the episode and that you will go vote for your winner. We give a huge, huge thanks to our guests and their advocacy for their characters. And finally, we'd like to thank the artist who created the music that helps make our show so great. We've got Hard Fight by Tajirigis, Fight Club by Evil Bear Boris, Fight Makes Right by Atake, and This Party Sucks by Done With Fish. You can find all of them on freemusicarchive.org. Thanks.